In the early 2020s, Florida faced a crisis. Burmese pythons were overrunning the Everglades, devouring native wildlife and even alligators. State officials tried everything: hunting contests, trained dogs, but nothing worked. Desperate, a team of biologists proposed a wild solution: introduce a natural predator. Their pick: the fearless honey badger, famous for fighting cobras in Africa. The plan: import 250 honey badgers, quarantine them, then release them into the Everglades. Scientists hoped the badgers would feast on python eggs and young snakes, naturally reducing the python population. It was a bold experiment in biocontrol, and the stakes couldn't be higher. On a humid morning in 2024, the project got the green light. Cages of honey badgers arrived at a secure facility, and anticipation mixed with anxiety. Everyone knew introducing a new species was risky, but the python threat left few options. The fate of Florida's ecosystem now rested on the shoulders of these tough little predators. Would the honey badger be the hero Florida needed, or just another ecological disaster? The world watched as Florida prepared to unleash its most radical plan yet. The Everglades, already teetering, braced for a new kind of wild. The countdown to release had begun, and no one could predict what would happen next. News of the honey badger plan sparked disbelief and jokes across Florida. Comedians had a field day, and many thought it was a prank. But beneath the laughter, real concerns grew. Floridians remembered past disasters with invasive species. Environmental groups warned, what if the badgers turned on native wildlife instead of pythons? State officials tried to reassure the public with data and promises of GPS monitoring, but skepticism remained. The image of the fearless, unpredictable honey badger was hard to shake. The public braced for chaos, unsure if the state was solving a problem or creating a new one. The stage was set for a showdown between hope and doubt. So, why the honey badger? Pound for pound, it's one of the world's most fearless animals. With thick, loose skin and a resistance to venom, honey badgers routinely take on cobras and survive. They're omnivores, eating everything from insects to venomous snakes, and are notorious for their intelligence and escape artistry. Solitary by nature, they roam vast territories, always hunting. Florida's plan banked on their aggression targeting pythons, not native species. But their adaptability and cleverness made many nervous. Could these wild cards really be controlled? The gamble was about to begin. The release was a spectacle. Cameras rolled as honey badgers dashed into the Everglades. At first, things looked promising. GPS trackers showed them spreading out, and python nests were raided. Optimism grew, until the badgers found easier prey. Alligator farms reported attacks, and soon, badgers were raiding sea turtle nests and even stealing fish from anglers. Their range expanded beyond the Everglades, reaching suburban neighborhoods. Viral videos showed badgers causing havoc on golf courses and chasing people up trees. The python solution had become a statewide menace. The clever, relentless honey badger was now everyone's problem. Florida's bold experiment had unleashed chaos. The invasion was on, and control was slipping away. Outrage swept Florida as honey badgers tore through neighborhoods and wildlife alike. The state scrambled to capture the escapees, a costly, year-long ordeal. The honey badger plan was declared a disaster, and the Everglades filled with traps for the new invaders. The lesson: nature is too complex for quick fixes. Even with research, introducing a new species can spiral out of control. The badgers did what they do best: survive and adapt, regardless of human intentions. Today, the story stands as a cautionary tale. There are no shortcuts in conservation. The python problem remains, and Florida learned that fighting fire with fire can burn down the house. Sometimes, the hero you unleash becomes the next villain, and in Florida you might just have to climb a tree to escape your own solution.